It's time for week 5 of the Biggest Loser million-pound matchup, where MSN and the Biggest Loser have teamed up to help America lose 1 million pounds.
The reason I took up the million-pound matchup challenge was that I need to make time for myself. I need to make myself the priority, and I need to make a difference in my life.
That means the world to me, to know that somebody else is going through the same thing I am.
Over 100,000 of you have pledged to lose almost 4 million pounds. Like Alice and Cynthia, both registered nurses from Essex, Maryland, who've lost 20 pounds since joining the challenge.
This weekend, we're headed to Houston, Texas. Come out and meet B from Biggest Loser Season 4 and start your commitment to better health today. Now, let's see how much weight America has lost so far.
We've got 1 million pounds to lose, America. So go to biggestloser.msn.com now.
What have you done today to make you feel proud? It's never too late to try. What have you done today to make you feel proud? Yeah, we need a change. Yeah, do it today. Yeah, I can feel my spirit rising. Change. Yeah, we need a change. Yeah, so do it today. Yeah, 'cause I can see you there rising. What have you done today to make you feel proud? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You could be so many people. Just make that break for freedom. So what have you done today to make you feel proud?
When it came down to it, Kelly and I decided that the pink team would be the ones to go.
The yellow team votes for the pink team, Sue and Allie.
I guess we're the first team that unjustly gets sent home.
Come in.
I'm getting upset. I know that I'm working as hard as I can, and we were told the reason we're below the yellow line is because we're not working hard. It's just not even true a little bit, and it's just aggravating to me.
You all are working. We're not seeing it on the scale. I want to see better numbers from you guys. I do.
We're kind of upset about a few things. Number one, we're kind of upset that, like, you had said in Elimination Room that, like, we need to work harder, blah, 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 stuff about that.
Well, I'll just tell you.
And whether or not that was...
I was...
Stop. Let them say what they want to.
I just felt that you said that the reason we were below the line is because we don't work hard enough.
People are just asking, why do people keep saving you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
What? Are you out of your mind? How can you tell us that we don't work hard? We do just as much as everybody else in this house.
People think I'm lazy as it is that when I'm at home, and now I'm here busting my damn ass off, and I'm getting told that I'm lazy. So you know what? That's my problem.
You know, they've been below the yellow line so many times. There's a point where you have to go beyond, and you have to reach deeper, I think.
Going around in the world as a fat person, I'm sure you understand. People probably think that all that person does is...
people are lazy.
Exactly.
Yeah. All that we are held to is the scale.
And that's valid.
And that is what they're going to judge. And they're judging that your numbers aren't there. So America and all the skinny people that watch the show and feel sorry for the fat people that are on it are going to think that you all aren't working as hard.
And you pretty much validated that tonight.
I don't know how to make this better right now. Purple has, once again, consistently had bad numbers. How come Purple's not on the chopping block?
I don't trust the yellow team. How do you have an alliance with somebody that you don't trust?
From now on, forget alliances. I think, I don't know, that's how you get screwed.
Why are you guys still in here? I don't know. What's the matter? I was like, it was just a bad night, you know? I mean, you know, we sent Betty Sue and Allie home, and it's just, I don't know if they deserve to go home, you know? We don't know the gameplay.
Deserves to go home, sweetie.
It was like an emotional night.
I had no idea who the yellow team was going to be after. I would never have thought it was going to be the pink team. But it's not my place to tell them who to choose.
Oh, did you hear how the eliminations are now? We're not teams, we're individuals.
Starting next week, we will no longer be eliminating teams. That's right. One of you will have to say goodbye to your partner at elimination.
We weigh in as a team, but the team that falls below the yellow line,
One person goes home.
one of those people go home. We're individuals now.
So Gray's still here, huh? So what happened?
So I think since last night's elimination, the house has kind of changed a little bit.
Came down to purple and pink. Pink is gone.
Yellow team said the reason that we've been below that yellow line so many times is because we don't work hard enough.
Last night, when we were pleading our case after we found out that Paul and Kelly had won, we went in there and Paul's like, I can't believe we're not sending you home tonight.
What?
Why are you letting this get to you all the time, Jennifer?
How do you not?
Because you just don't. You don't need anyone to tell you how hard you're working or you're not working.
Yeah.
So you need to find more strength in your inner self to be able to handle stuff like that, because it'll never end. Jen needs to realize no matter what the yellow team is saying, she's got to start focusing on herself. The both of you are really going to have to like step up and not take the crap from anybody that are trying to hold you back anymore. You just have another opportunity to prove everybody wrong.
Each one of these contestants has something at the core of why they are obese. Stepdad.
Stepdad, real mom.
Real mom. Brittany and I have been getting closer and closer lately, and she was just kind of casually showing me some pictures of her family, and Brittany finally opened up to me about her past. I mean, look, honey, I'm just going to be brutally honest with you. You're gorgeous.
Thank you.
You're obviously incredibly intelligent. You're funny. What are you doing here?
I think that a lot of it is an emotional battle that I've had with food since I was very young.
Opening up to people, it doesn't come easy for me, let alone opening up to Jillian to see my weaknesses and that everybody does have skeletons in their closet and not everything's picture perfect.
A lot of times, like, it's hard for me to talk about it or open up to people because I've been hurt a lot in my life. The more that I can keep that in and put a smile on my face and make everybody think that everything's okay on the outside, the less I can be hurt by people. My mom got pregnant very young. I'm her only child, and they didn't stay together. He was abusive to her, and he was killed when he was 24, when I was 4 years old.
Right.
And I blew up, like literally, by age 8, like you'll see in my school pictures.
Yeah, no.
It was a thin child, and then it was like chubbo.
This poor girl has been through the ringer. I realized that her only source of comfort, the only thing that was stable, the only thing that was there and consistent for a 7-year-old was food.
I never knew my biological dad. It's something I blocked out my entire life.
Why?
Because the less I had to deal with it, the less pain it would bring.
Better now than getting to the end of your life and never having dealt with it and never being able to open up to anything else.
I know.
22 is young.
I feel like now Jillian knows all parts of me. She knows my deepest secrets. She knows where I'm coming from. She knows that there's pain in my life and that I want to change it, and that that's ultimately what has gotten me here.
When we walked up, at first I was like really excited because I'm like at a mall. Then you see the escalators and then you see the counting signs, and then it kind of comes into place that it's probably not going to be a shopping experience.
Well, you guys have made it through 5 weeks, 4 eliminations, a total of 631 pounds, and it's just getting started. However, tonight's challenge is so important, it could make the difference between making it all the way to the end or going home early. In fact, tonight's challenge is so important, we decided we wanted your trainers to be here with you. Bob, Jillian, come on down.
Allison brought out the trainers, and this is the first competition since we ran to the trainers that they've been at a competition.
So I thought, all right now, we got to step it up a little bit. No slacky slacky.
The challenge is pretty simple. We've got these escalators behind us. The first person to run up them 10 times wins.
Jeez.
Tonight's challenge is so difficult, only 2 people will be competing.
When Allie said that there were going to be one representative from each team, I thought, man, I hope it's not me. I know I'm not very good on the stairs.
And the person who wins will win the power to change the course of the entire game. Whichever person wins tonight's challenge gets to pick which teams they will be training with. We're going black versus blue.
Holy cow.
Oh my God.
Tonight's challenge is so difficult, only 2 people will be competing. Whichever person wins tonight's challenge gets to pick which teams they will be training with. We're going black versus blue.
Holy cow.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Half of you will become the new black team, and you will be training with Jillian. The other half will form the new blue team, and you will be training with Bob.
I'm thinking to myself, you know, here we go. Of course, everything was just too good to be true.
Well, it's back to being black versus blue. Here we go, America. Get ready.
I'm sure you're all thinking about which 2 people you want competing tonight. Who has the strength to carry out this challenge? And who has the mental toughness to pick the teams? Well, you could stop worrying about who those 2 people are, because they're Bob and Jill.
Oh
my God.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Allison threw a little twist in things. You know, that was a shocker to all of us, especially them.
Crap.
I'm thinking, are you kidding me? I'm going to be doing a challenge. Jillian and I are going to be racing up these escalators. I'm like, okay, how many times? Just tell me when to go and let's get this over with and see what happens.
You ready to take on Jillian?
I mean, I guess so.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't really want to be in a position of having to pick contestants.
All right, who here is looking forward to seeing them face off?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you guys are just happy that you're not going to have to do anything.
That's it, right there. All right, well, I think it's time to get to it. And go. They're neck and neck, but Bob touches his flag first. Tight.
As soon as the challenge started, I mean, Jillian just bolted right up to the top. Jillian was going to win it.
Jillian catching up on the way back down. They're tied 2 and 2. Jillian's got 3. They each have 3. Jillian starting a little bit on her way back up. Remember, trainers, the winner of this challenge decides which teams you will be training with. 4 each.
Come on, guys.
Jeez!
Let's go, hustle.
Are you serious? Bob slowing down on the way down.
Come on, let's go,
Bob's
guys.
still taking it 2 at a time. He is about to lap Jillian. Jillian struggling to keep up.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
was definitely fun to watch Bob and Jillian run up and down those escalators. I mean, they've been killing us for 5 weeks now. It was a little bit of pleasure watching them suffer a little bit.
Bob has 7. Jillian's not giving up, but she's slowing down a little.
My legs are killing me. Come on, Jillian. My legs were burning. They were burning, but I was like, no, let me just go ahead and finish this.
Bob has 9. He is 1 away from being able to pick his team. Jillian has 7. Bob, that is 10. You have 1.
No. Bob won.
That looks tough.
I'm in hell.
It was exciting watching them compete. You know, Bob is strong, Jillian is strong, and, you know, I think Bob probably had a little bit of an edge just due to the length of his legs.
Congratulations, Bob, on winning the challenge.
Thank you.
And with that comes the burden of getting to choose your 3 teams that you want to train with. So now it is time for you to start with your first team. Congratulations, Bob, on winning the challenge.
Thank you.
And with that comes the burden of getting to choose your 3 teams that you want to train with. So now it is time for you to start with your first team.
Well, I'm in a really precarious situation. You guys chose us, and now we're brought with this situation.
Well, I'm standing there as Bob is picking the teams, and without a doubt, Dan and I wanted to be on Bob's team.
It all goes back to, you know, elementary school. You want to be picked, it doesn't matter what it is. So if Jillian would have won, I'd hope she'd have picked me too.
First team I'm going to pick just is a team that I've been connected to since day 1. So I'm asking Orange to be a part of the blue team.
I felt a little honored, you know, that I was the first pick of the night, you know, Bob's first choice. I'm like, hey, you know, people do recognize me, you know what I mean? I'm not just being brushed aside by the big guys, some of the big dogs. It's a little recognition's nice every once in a while.
The second team that I've got to pick for the simple reason that it's just been like just a kick-ass power workout every time I do it, I'm picking the black team.
Jay and I were the original black team for this season. And, you know, we were the first ones across. We chose Jillian. We worked really closely with her for a while. She's a great trainer. She laid the groundwork to our success through the first 4 weigh-in processes. So it was kind of difficult to break away from that relationship.
Black team, you are now blue.
I'm attached to these contestants. I spend day and night with them. And saying goodbye to contestants that I no longer get to work with was heartbreaking.
When I saw Jillian crying, I mean, my heart just went out to her. She's a very strong woman. And actually to see her break down like that, you know, you just wanted to go up and give her a hug and tell her that it's going to be okay.
I felt really bad that Jillian was really upset. She really gets invested emotionally into each person. She knows that if we're dividing the team, she has to be against some people.
All right, Bob, why don't you pick your last team?
I'm standing there, you know, thinking, you know, Bob picked the orange team first, their first round draft choices, and then the black team, you know, they're the second round draft choices, you know, and we're hoping, you know, that we could be the third.
When I was standing there waiting, I thought for sure Bob was going to pick me. I mean, I'm part of his original blue team.
I guess the reason why I'm picking this last team, it's just for the mere fact that I haven't felt homesick in a long time. And when I'm around Roger, he makes me homesick. And for that simple reason, I've got to pick this gray team.
I remind you of cattle, huh? It's always nice when anything that you do that you get picked in the first 3 rounds. So I thought it was great. You know, Bob and I have kind of built a relationship, and, you know, we were with him last week, and, you know, I lost 12 pounds, so it's an honor to be picked.
My initial reaction when I found out that we weren't going to be on the blue team was to just go ahead and take off the colors. I mean, they officially weren't ours anymore.
I'm so sorry. It was really hard not picking the blue team. Brittany and Jillian have a really good bond with one another, so I knew that Jillian wanted to be with Brittany. But it was Bernie that just broke my heart. It was tough. It was a really tough decision.
I was very disappointed. Blue has been Bernie and I, it's been our identity. We were the only blue team, and to see our color shirts and what we've stood for the last 4 weeks being handed out to 3 other teams that Bob chose and it wasn't us, it felt like a total slap in the face.
I was not surprised by Bob's choices at all. Bob is very much about the macho men in this house. He really wants the big boys so that they drop the big numbers.
Bob got the pick of the litter. We're not only injured, but we're all the shorter group. I mean, they're all the taller and stronger guys, and they've still got a lot of weight to lose. So it's difficult. The odds don't look like they're in our favor.
We're underdogs, basically.
Bob clearly has blood in his mouth as payback for the last 4 seasons. Last season, I had the underdogs. Frankly, it's just a very comfortable place for me to be.
Although we may be a little bit smaller, both in size and performance, than the blue team, our heart is huge.
Bob, you threw down the gauntlet when you set up the teams the way you did, and you've given me no choice but to go in my closet, dust off my Avenger hat, and go to work.
Congratulations, everyone. Welcome to a whole new game. It is the black team versus the blue team. Now that we have our new teams, I think it's time to put them to the test.
Oh, great.
Oh, jeez.
We're going to have another challenge. Okay, guys. Now that we have our new teams, I think it's time to put them to the test. Another challenge.
Oh, jeez. So the teams are picked, and we're thinking, oh, great, it's over. And Allison drops the bomb that it's not over.
We're going to have another challenge. Don't worry, trainers. You don't have to participate. You can sit this one out. You guys ready? Find out what the challenge is tonight?
Yes.
Black team, blue team, you will each get on your escalator. You guys have to stay on it for as long as you can. The team with the last player on the escalator wins.
I'm totally pumped about the black team, and I almost just want to be able to say, look, blue team, don't be confused because we can pull this off.
Hey, we're the black team. We're underdogs. When you put us next to them, we're tiny compared to them. We're David versus Goliath.
Right now, the blue team's pretty strong. Trent and Roger are fierce competitors. Jay and I, we understand what it takes to win. Jackie is a highly competitive person. She's an entrepreneur. And Dan, I think, is going to follow our example and work his butt off.
I'm sure you want to know what you're playing for. Since this is your first challenge as a team, it's only fitting that the reward be for the entire team. The winning team splits $10,000.
Most definitely.
So even if you are off the escalator and your team wins, you're going to get a piece of the cash.
Nice. Grand apiece.
Yeah, I see a lot of anxious faces ready to get onto it, so let's do it. Get on those escalators. This game doesn't start until you're all on the escalator. Let's turn around.
Jillian instructed me, and Bob instructed Trent ride down and get off because we both have torn meniscuses in our knees.
All right, we're at the red line. Let's go. And you've started. Game is on. Paul, Trent are immediately off the treadmill.
I was just thinking to myself, oh my God, we're gonna be climbing a lot.
Remember, team, $10,000 at stake here.
Breathe. Focus on your breathing. That's all you need to think about.
It's a lot harder than you think. You keep pedaling and pedaling and pedaling. I was doing the best I could to kind of stay up.
And Kelly, right at the bottom, she is out. Jen's still holding on. She's still fighting for the black team. A couple steps. And she's out. With that, we have 3 members of the black team left. 5 members of the blue team left. Mark, Brittany leading the charge.
Nice job. Good workout right now. You just think about workout.
No, Jackie decides to give up.
You didn't give up, you just had enough.
With that, Jackie's out.
Think about those leather pants, Dan.
Mag, just get your workout on, kid.
Good job, Blue.
Come on, Black. Brittany's not even holding on. She's going strong. Roger falling a little behind here.
You got it, Roger.
Starting to feel the pain.
This is nothing like the prison yard.
Maggie's using all her arm strength trying to hold on. Roger, you're right at the end here.
It's okay, Roger.
Think about something else. Think about those jeans, Britt.
Roger is out.
It's okay, you're looking good, Roger. How hard is that?
We have 3 blue team, 3 black team. Maggie falls behind Bernie, but she's holding on strong. Brittany fighting the boys on the blue team. She's got no problem standing up at the top of the escalator.
Stay 3 strong up on top. 3 strong, Jay.
You're almost out here, Maggie. Gotta push. Maggie, you are out. Come on down.
That was awesome. You're better than me.
We got 2 members of the black team, 3 members of the blue team.
You are strong, Burndana.
Little Burndana.
Little Burndana.
Different kind of burn.
Dan, you're awesome.
Mark, Dan, Jay, all standing at the top of the escalator. They got Brittany right with them.
Stay with it. Stay with it.
Come on, Bernie. Bernie, you are hugging the bottom here. You're at the edge.
Brittany.
You want to fight, you want to stay in this game, you got to push back up. And Bernie, you are out. Come on down. 1 girl against 3 guys. $10,000 at stake.
Oh, Britt! Those boys are dropping back!
Go, guys! Come on,
Jay's struggling a little bit.
Brittany, this is all about you right now.
This is where it starts. Blue versus black. You guys want that $10,000. You're going at this for 20 minutes now.
You got it, Jay.
You can do this.
Brittany.
Keep that pace, Brittany. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's how you do it, Brittany. That's how you do it. There you go. 2.
Brittany taking a calculated risk.
Brittany,
She takes a rest, but starting to make ground up again.
Do this for you, Britt.
Jay,
do this for you.
if you get tired at all, you just look at that bracelet on your wrist.
Jay, taking longer and longer breaks. He's having trouble staying in it.
Don't look back. Come on, Brittany, you got it. 1, 2.
Brittany, you're about halfway back.
You're doing
Halfway
good.
down the escalator. Brittany's slowing down. That's it, Brittany.
Stay there. Stay there, Jay.
Great pace, Dan.
Brittany, don't look back.
Come on, guys.
Brittany, you got this. There you go.
That's it, Brittany.
Make that surge.
That girl is unbelievable.
Doing good, Britt.
And with that, Brittany is out of the game.
Thank you.
I just had so much adrenaline, and I wanted to win so bad.
You are awesome.
You were awesome.
Hell of a job, brother.
Congratulations, blue team.
When I heard Allison say that Brittany was out, I was ecstatic. Not only did we win money, but our team is off to a good start, and we're ready to roll.
I hate giving up, and I hate that I have to go up against these very strong men, but I like to give them a run for their money. I like to let them know that they're not the only ones who can kick ass and take names here.
I definitely think that Brittany feels like she has something to prove. I think she wanted to show Bob that, you know, she was worth picking, and I think that's why she was so crushed when she didn't win it.
You know, did it. Sorry.
Dan stayed there all the way for the win. It's a side of him that I as his mom, I know it's there, but I haven't been able to bring it out of him. Oh my God, that was so awesome. Oh my goodness. So good, Dan.
Brittany might not have won that challenge, but she won my heart, that's for sure.
Oh my goodness, you guys are awesome.
That was fantastic.
That was awesome.
I definitely think the feeling of competition has stepped up a little bit where it's blue versus black. It's clearly defined lines now. Sense of competition has been heightened.
We're just a bunch, I mean, right here is a bunch of guys.
Well, like you said this morning, none of us have ever been below the yellow line.
Right.
Nobody on this team has ever been below.
All the teams that are put together to make the new blue team, none of them have ever been below the yellow line. And we're already starting off with a pretty good reputation.
I guess just overall, we just need to be concerned with what the 6 of us are doing, and that's it.
That's it.
We just got to focus on.
That's all we can control.
That's all we can control. That's right. So we just focus on what we're doing, help each other out. And
I wouldn't say we're unbeatable, but you never know what's going to happen. Even though on paper we look good, we still have to get in that gym and do our work.
You know, we can't, you know, take it lightly. Jillian somehow pulls it out of the bag all the time.
She's competitive. The progress that you guys have made and how far you've come is massive. And I know that on some level, I know you guys feel, I know that there's that feeling of being dejected or feeling rejected by Bob. I know it.
I definitely was disappointed with Bob's decision to not choose Bernie and I. We represented his color, his blue color, for the last 4 weeks. And it just kind of felt like a slap in the face and that he threw us underneath the bus.
But I'll tell you that everything happens for a reason. So that's all that matters.
I think Brittany and I are in the same situation as far as, you know, we were the original blue team, and we did get looked over. All we want to do is just prove that we are in it to win it. We're definitely a team that has massive heart.
Now that these teams are, now that this group is separated, there are strength in numbers. There are strength in weigh-in numbers, and there are strength in team numbers. So really consider that.
You can tell that Bob's more concentrated. Now he's honing in on, you know, he knows he's got 6 people to work with, and there's certain things that are going to work on all of us.
I am here to help you sort out issues. I'm here to help you sort out issues. I'm here to help you sort out issues. All of you. Like, that's my job. To me, nothing has changed. All right, let's head out to the gym.
You know, it's us against them. And I'm definitely a little worried for us at this weigh-in. I don't care what anybody says. Those are big guys that drop big numbers. There was a reason why Bob chose them.
So, you guys, I figured today would be a good day to do a little yoga.
Cool.
Yoga is the fountain of youth. You're only as old as your spine is flexible. So that's why I want to be able to get my guys doing something like yoga, because they're exploring their bodies all over again. So why not throw yoga in the mix? Take a big deep breath, inhale all the way up, arms up above your head, inhale. Exhale, bring a prayer position to your chest. You guys have had an intense few weeks in this house. A lot of ups and a lot of downs. Now we're just going to spend a few minutes to just quiet the mind. Get yourself even more clear for what's coming ahead.
Smack, back foot harder. Up, up, boom, 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 boom. Jab. Don't recoil the hand all the way. Jab. Cross. Left arm in and out. Go. Keep it out there. Yes, recoil.
I have complete faith in Jillian. I think Jillian works wonders with underdogs, but you just never know. This is our first weigh-in.
Jab. Cross. Bam.
Jillian's always been tough with the workouts. I think that she brings it every time she comes.
Good. Jab, foot first. Go. I want it to come right off the foot, Maggie, so you can whip.
Mother of God, Jillian, warn me.
Downward dog. Take your feet a little farther back, Mark. Now, take your right leg all the way up to the sky. Really think about that leg going up toward the sky. Reach, 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 reach. Trent's looking good. I think Trent's a yogi.
Yoga is something that I would look to get involved with more. In the beginning was a little tough because a little stiff and just trying to get, you know, the body loosen up a little bit, but I felt good.
Trent, I keep saying Trent, I'm sorry, he's unbelievable. He's doing everything. Usually when I get a big guy in yoga, they're gonna just be like, oh, Bob, you gotta show me all this California crazy stuff. I don't wanna do any of this. Not Trent. He just was like, got it, did it, hold it, this. It's like, I love Trent. I love Trent even more after that yoga class. Trent, yeah, this weight does not belong to you.
Getting rid of it.
This weight does not belong to you.
I am getting rid of it.
That's unbelievable. That just really shows the athlete that really is inside you.
Hands up, Bernie, watch. Here's the drill. 1, 2, pow, pow. Back, back. Yeah, there you go. Good, get in your stance, open up those feet. Up, up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back, back. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful, back. Go, pop, 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 pop. Foot, foot, foot. That was beautiful. Stop, end there.
You know what, I'm not out to stick it to Bob or anybody else, but I would like Bob to take a second glance at us and make sure that he realizes that, you know what, maybe he did pass a good thing up. There's no way I'm ready to leave. They're gonna have to literally drag me out screaming and kicking because unless they call security on me, I'm not leaving this ranch. I got a lot of work to do.
Walked into the kitchen this morning and I saw the worst things I should ever possibly have to see. Soda laid out all across these tables.
When you see that stuff and then you realize it's going to be some kind of a temptation, you think, oh gosh, so what's at stake here and what do we have to do to win?
Well, it's nice to see the blue team and the black team back. I think you've already guessed that we are here for another temptation. And I can't think of much that tempts America more than soda. You guys miss soda? I know you've been here over a month now. Looks like everyone. Dan, you were the first one to raise your hand. How much do you miss soda?
I must say I do miss drinking it. It was a big part of my life, I guess you could say.
Can you guess how many sodas you drank a day?
All meals involved soda at some point or another. You know, for breakfast, had a big, 32 ounce. And then for lunch, at least one 32 ounce and probably a refill. And then you go out to eat at dinner at night, and you get 5 or 6 refills.
One time we were out to dinner, and I kid you not, it's been 20 glasses on that table.
It was 20, maybe like 19.
Did you know that a regular can of cola has 40 grams of sugar in it? Wow. The average American person drinks 577 cans of soda a year. That's about 50 pounds of sugar.
That's average too, guys, so we just doubled that. Yeah.
So to give you an idea of how much sugar you all drank in 1 year, here is how much sugar you all drank in a year. You ready for this, guys?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I was so overwhelmed with just the amount of sugar. It just floors me. I guess we didn't know what we were putting in our bodies.
I didn't really realize how much sugar was in the giant barrel until Allison started dumping it. And it just kept flowing and flowing and just filled up the huge bin on the floor and heaped over and spilled out the sides. I'm like, wow.
I was just astonished. I never thought that there was that much sugar in soda. I can't believe I've been putting all that into my body.
Okay, guys. I think you get the point. God. All right. So, to the temptation. You are looking at 240 cups of soda. Only one of those cups has a star on the bottom. Looks like this. Whoever finds this star gets to pick one player from the other team and make their weight not count at the next weigh-in.
It's just hard not to think, what if I were to grab that one cup and then we would have an advantage? I would really, really like to win this week.
If you guys want to try to find the star, just step right up, take a glass, have some soda. At the bottom of each glass, you will find either the star or you will see a cup that tells you how many calories you just drank.
Oh, God.
All right, guys, if you want to talk it over with your teams, now's the time.
What do you want to do? I lean towards it. I don't think it's that important. Okay. I don't think it is that important.
It's not that gold star was so important for the blue team for us to have it, but for us, we felt that it was pretty important to make sure that they didn't get it to use against us.
See how many people they throw at.
We started thinking, let's just see what black does. If black goes for it, then we were all going to attack and just blitzkrieg it, man. We're going to take everybody in there and start chugging away just to make sure we got the star.
Do you think we should? I don't know if we should all drink, but I think that there definitely needs to be a people buzz because we have to have one of them sit down. We can't all play it. What do you think?
Sucks, don't it?
Yeah, no. There were definitely a couple of the black team members that were willing to drink, and they stated that right off the bat.
Okay, guys, when I say go, anyone who wants to have a shot at this can. On your mark, get set, go.
She says go, and everybody stands still. It's like a little old, like, Western standoff. Who's going first? We don't know.
No one wants to play? Remember, if you think the teams are unfair, this is a pretty strong opportunity to even out the next weigh-in. Mark?
It is what it is.
What if I were to narrow down the margin? Crap. If I were to tell you that that star is not in the orange sodas, that reduces the amount of cups you would have to look through by 50. Does it start to become a little more appealing?
I've actually never been good at math, so it's 190. Yeah, but the odds, even though I'm not good at math, kind of seems a little high still.
All right. Well, I think it's clear that a lot of people are concerned about the next weigh-in. So I'm prepared to make you one final offer.
That was good.
That's not in the grape soda.
Or my favorite beer. Once we got down to wasn't the grape and it wasn't the orange, I wanted to go for it. I'm thinking the six of us could just bulldoze that table and devour all those cups before the black team could even get there.
Brittany, thinking about it?
It's definitely tempting.
Blue team's looking tempted too. Dan, you don't want to just go up there and have one?
If you're asking me what I want to do, I want to go up there and drink a lot of them. If you're asking me what I'm gonna do, I'm not sure.
110 cups you have to look through.
See, I know Maggie's body language. I knew when she was rocking back and forth that she was tempted.
Maggie, you ready to play?
What?
I don't know. You seem just ready for this challenge.
I don't know. This right here is thinking face. So this is, the whole side to side is for her.
I was definitely thinking about whether or not we should do it. I was thinking, well, maybe if we each only had one cup, maybe we'd get lucky.
Still no players. No takers. This is it. The offer's on the table for 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This is it. The offer's on the table for 10 more seconds. Dan, if you want that soda, you better go now. 3, 2.
It just seemed like no one was going to move. And I'm like, I'll just walk up there and everybody will be like, just for a quick moment.
Oh, you thought.
I just did that for fun.
All right.
Oh my God. The one in front.
That's it. Congratulations, you guys. Probably 6 weeks ago, you would have consumed the whole table. So good luck. I'll see you at the next weigh-in.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Hi. What's going on?
We had a temptation this morning.
Of course you did, Anne.
Guess what it was? Soda.
Oh, who cares about soda? I don't know if you guys are anything like me, but you struggle with dessert.
cheesecake is my absolute weakness.
How many calories were in that cheesecake you looked up? In a slice? Like
1,850 in the...
1,850 calories. I mean, that's a half of a pound. I mean, really? Seriously? Like, yeah, that's a day's worth of calories. If you are feeling like something sweet, like if any of these temptations are actually tempting you, chew a piece of Wrigley's extra sugar-free gum. We have it all over the house. It's a great way to get that like sweet for 5 calories instead of 1,000. Seriously.
That berry gum that you're talking about, that is like a dessert in itself. It really is.
Extra sugar-free gum. All right, it comes in 9 different flavors for all of you with your weirdo taste. Clearly, everybody has different likes and dislikes at this table. Okay, perfect. Let's go to the gym. Get the show on the road. All right, let's go.
The best way to describe Jillian's last chance workout is just medieval torture.
Run, Brittany! Run! Run up the hill! Last chance! Last chance! Last chance! Spike! We're in the middle of a sprint!
I hate those 3 words, last chance workout. They make me cringe.
Push! Go, 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 go! Get up this hill, Maggie. Get up the hill.
During all the last chance workouts, I always feel like there's a point where I think to myself, oh my God, can I do this anymore? And I want this bad. So I just have to power through and push through it.
Go, go, go.
In the end, I really hope it's worth it.
Fast! Race it up. 10. Sprint it out. 9. Go. 8. That's right. I'm still your daddy.
Jillian turned into a lunatic. I seriously think she lays in bed at night and just thinks of possible ways that she can torture us and get the most calories out of us and the most sweat.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
It was hardcore.
Beautiful. Everyone off the spin bikes. That's hour 1. Fabulous. Okay. Who needs a snack?
We're doing last chance workout this morning. You're going to be working for 45 minutes on 2-minute circuits. All right? 2 more. Up. 5 more. 7. 8. Good.
I think Bob has kind of adjusted the way he's training us now because it is just a bunch of really strong, hard workers. I think he's taken us to a new level, and I think it's really going to pay off for us.
14.
All you.
Last chance workout. From 1 week to the next, you know, you think it can't get any worse, and next thing you know, bam.
1 more.
8. Nice.
How you feeling, Dan? That's right, good. 2. Every day it's going to be this brutal. Physical exertion. Push yourself all the way to the edge of this, Roger. You are strong.
The last chance workouts are always tough, excruciating. What's that last opportunity to get those pounds off before you step on the scale?
Good.
Heading into this weigh-in tonight, I am so nervous. The blue team is an awesome competitor. They got Roger, they got Trent, they got Mark, they got Jackie, they have Dan, they have Jay, all the consistently big number people.
Black team can say that they're underdogs all they want, but with Jillian as their trainer, it doesn't make a difference. I mean, she's going to motivate people to pull the biggest numbers they've ever pulled.
Good evening, everyone. Been just a few short weeks, but we started with 10 separate teams, many different colors, and now we're at 2 teams, 2 colors, black versus blue. For one of you, the person that you've been going through this entire journey with is going to be going home. For the first time, one of you is going to have to say goodbye to your partner. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're ready because tonight is an especially important weigh-in. For the first time, one of you is going to have to say goodbye to your partner. I know that I could wake up tomorrow morning and myself or Maggie are not here. And that's the scariest thought in the entire world because it's just so crucial to have her in this with me. Ultimately, what matters is what happens on this scale. Looks a little different tonight, doesn't it?
When I saw the single scale, there was almost like a little bit of a fear that kind of got to me that was like, oh, I have to go up there alone? When you think about going up the stairs all alone and standing up there all alone, it definitely gets to you a little bit.
In just a few short weeks, we have gone from 10 teams and many different colors to 2 teams, 2 colors, blue versus black. Brittany, how important is it to you to make Jillian proud tonight?
I know Jillian, after this week of her being my trainer, I know she's going to be proud of us either way. But I'll admit it was a hard blow to have Bob not choose us. Because, you know, Bernie and I ran to Bob that first day, and we chose him to be our trainer, to change our lives, and we represented his color proud, I thought. And I just had something inside of me, some fire that wanted to show him that you should have stuck with us, Bob. I'm sorry. You're gonna make me cry.
Okay, here's how it's gonna work tonight. We will weigh in each team. The team that has the greatest percentage of weight loss wins. The losing team will go to the elimination room and vote to send someone home. The player on the winning team that has the highest percentage of weight loss will be the biggest loser player of the week. And it's gonna get a pretty cool reward. The player on the losing team that has the highest percentage of weight loss will have immunity at tonight's weigh-in. Does everyone understand? We're gonna start with the blue team. It's time to see how much weight you lost during your first week together. Jay, you're gonna go first.
Hey, Jay.
Let's get him out.
I was definitely nervous being the first person on the single scale. My heart was pounding. I thought it was going to come out of my chest. And, you know, you look down and everyone's focusing on you.
Jay, your previous weight was 258 pounds. Your current weight is... Jay, your current weight is 253 pounds. You lost 5 pounds this week.
Was hoping for a little more, but, I mean, it is what it is, right? 5's not too bad, but I'm thinking, is it gonna be enough to help my team win this week?
Okay, blue team, Jay has started you off with 5 pounds. Mark, you're next.
Let's get him, baby.
Being on a scale by yourself, it's a totally different feeling. You're kind of out on an island by yourself. There's no support system right there.
Mark, your previous weight was 235 pounds. Your current weight is...
I felt pretty confident when Mark and Jay went. Just because they've been pulling huge numbers. And 5 each, I'm thinking, all right, we stand a chance here.
Mark, your current weight is 230 pounds. You lost 5 pounds this week. So you could have been up here with your brother. You tied.
It could have been. Yeah, it feels weird. I'm so ready to go like this. There. Consistently, I've been about 2 to 3 pounds better than Jay in every weigh-in, and I thought for sure that I was going to be able to maintain that. But I pulled the exact same number as him.
That 5-pound weight loss, the blue team has a total of 10 pounds so far. Trent, you ready to add to that total?
Allison calls my name, and I'm feeling pretty confident, you know, believing in the hard work that I put in, and excited to see what the number's going to say.
Trent, your previous weight was 375 pounds. Your current weight is... weight is 366 pounds. You lost 9 pounds this week.
It's been a while since I've seen those 60s. Excited to be there, but more excited to get out of them. Yeah, this is good.
Trent is going to be the guy to watch on this show, man, because he is losing so much weight. 70 pounds already. He's going to hit that 100-pound record way before Neil did last season.
Okay, blue team, with Trent's 9 pounds, the blue team so far has lost 19 pounds. Roger, it is your turn.
Come on, baby.
When Allison calls my name, and I walk up on the scale, I'm thinking, all right, I'm going to be at 312. I'm going to be at 312, or maybe 311.
Roger, your previous weight was 319 pounds. Your current weight is...
When Roger and Trent went, they dropped enormous numbers. That made me nervous.
I skipped the 20s, and this week, I talked to Bob about that. He goes, hey, skip the teens. I'll get up there, and it's 10 pounds, and, man, I'm just extremely ecstatic because that means I lost more than a pound a day.
Okay, blue team, it's another 10 pounds, which means the blue team has lost 29 pounds so far. Up next, our girl, only blue girl. Come on up, Jackie, it's your turn.
Come on, Mom.
As I'm walking up to the scale, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, my numbers were so off last week. And I was so nervous because I had no way of knowing.
Jackie, your previous weight was 214 pounds. Your current weight is...
Down to 206 pounds, and next week I'm going to be below 200.
I was so happy because you know what? I'm not the weakest link.
Her 8-pound weight loss brings the blue team's total so far to 37 pounds. Dan, you are the last one to weigh in on the blue team. It is your turn.
Let's get him, Dan. This week, I'm just laying it all out there. I mean, when I get on that scale, I'm hoping for big numbers. I want to lose at least 14 pounds because that'll mean my combined total weight loss since I came to this ranch is 60 pounds. So I want to see that 14. That'll put me right at 250.
Dan, your previous weight was 264 pounds. Your current weight is... Lost 13 pounds this week.
I was one off.
250?
Yeah. When I get up here each week and I see this number, that kind of helps me go through the week. Just pushing hard, and with my new team, they help me.
Congratulations, Sam.
Thank you.
Thanks.
He gets up there on the scale, loses 13 pounds, knocks it out of the ballpark.
Okay, blue team, with all of your team members weighed in, you lost a total of 50 pounds for a total percentage of weight loss of 3%. Black team, in order to win the weigh-in, avoid elimination tonight, your team needs to have lost more than 41 pounds, which is a little more than 6 pounds each.
The blue team ended up losing 50 pounds total. That's just a huge number. They literally lost a pair of kindergartners, and the first thing that goes through my mind is, have we done the same?
So, let's get to the weigh-in. Jen, you're up first.
I walk up to the scale, and for the first time ever, I'm petrified to get on that scale by myself.
Jen, your previous weight was 229 pounds. Your current weight is... Black team, in order to win the weigh-in, avoid elimination tonight, your team needs to have lost more than 6 pounds each. Jen, your previous weight was 229 pounds. Your current weight is...
When Jen pulled her 6, I was so proud of her because she has worked really hard. And she had good numbers last week, and then she had good numbers this week.
Oh my God, I was so scared because I didn't think that I was gonna be able to pull it off. I hope that this is just the beginning of us blowing this weigh-in out of the water.
After Jen went and lost 6 pounds, and I looked over at the blue team, and they looked a little worried, and they were starting to squirm a little bit, and so was Bob, and I was thinking, yes, squirm some more.
Yay. That starts the black team off with 6 pounds. Maggie, it is your turn to add to that number. Your previous weight was 218 pounds. Your current weight is... in 1 week.
I'm so happy. I'm pretty excited about that just because I haven't had really good weeks and, you know, so 7 pounds for me, I'm ecstatic. I think I was shaking a little bit.
Maggie, your 7 pounds adds to the black team's total so far, giving the black team 13 pounds.
I'm feeling like we definitely stand a chance. We're all right here, black team.
Okay, up next, Bernie, it's your turn to get on the scale.
Both Jen and Mag came through huge. I was like, we not only have a chance, we got this in the bag.
There's a good chance that these huge numbers the blue team pulled aren't going to do anything if these guys keep going like this.
Bernie, your previous weight was 241 pounds. Your current weight is... Bernie, your current weight is 236 pounds, and you lost 5 pounds this week. You don't seem happy with that number at all.
I just was hoping for more. I worked hard this week. I like to consider myself a team player, and I don't feel as though I pulled the number I needed to make sure that our team was staying above the line.
Bernie, your 5-pound weight loss adds to the black team's total, bringing it to 18 pounds. Black team, with 3 players left to weigh in, you guys need to have lost 23 more pounds to beat the blue team. Brittany, let's see how you did this week.
Come on, Britt.
By the time that I was walking up to the scale, we all needed to lose 7 pounds. Bernie had only lost 5, so of course I was hoping that my number would be larger so I could pull a little extra weight for him too.
Brittany, your previous weight was 201 pounds. Well, Brittany, your current weight is... Brittany, you lost 2 pounds this week. I know that's not the number you were looking for.
I just want to get off the scale.
Okay. When I saw 2 pounds lost, mentally, it was tough. It wasn't the number I needed to pull to save my team from elimination.
It's okay, Brett. You're under 200.
Okay, black team, with Brittany's 2-pound weight loss, your total is now 20 pounds. Paul and Kelly need to have lost a combined total of 21 pounds for you guys to win tonight. Last week, they lost 17 pounds as a team.
I was starting to do the calculations in my head. Paul and Kelly hadn't gone yet. We anticipated that they would probably have decent numbers. We were getting a little nervous.
So it's definitely a possibility. Kelly, You have looked more and more unhappy as this weigh-in has progressed.
Yeah, I mean, it's the weight of the world's on our shoulders, and I just think we're going to let our team down. I just don't think we can pull 21 pounds out.
Let's find out how you did.
Okay, let's do it.
Come on, Kel. You got it.
Go, Kelly.
Kelly and Paul have put up huge numbers in the past, so I'm really worried that we're going to be under them when all is said and done.
Kelly, your previous weight was 240 pounds. Your current weight is... Kelly, your previous weight was 240 pounds. Your current weight is...
In my heart of hearts, a 0 just crushed me. I mean, I wanted to walk off. I felt like I'd really let the team down, and it's not a good feeling at all.
Kelly, your current weight is 240 pounds. You didn't lose any weight this last week.
Team needed me the most, and this is my worst numbers yet. I'm really sorry, guys. Can I get down now?
Yes.
We love you, Kelly. Okay, Kelly.
Kelly, since you didn't lose any weight this week, the black team's total remains at 20 pounds. Paul, for the black team to win the weigh-in tonight, you need to have lost more than 21 pounds.
Then Paul went up there, and we knew it wasn't going to be good.
Paul, your previous weight was 260 pounds. Your current weight is...
Oh my God.
God.
It's okay.
When I saw the +3, I was just absolutely sick to my stomach. I came here to lose weight. I didn't come here to gain weight. And whatever I did wrong.
Paul, your current weight is 263 pounds. You gained 3 pounds this week.
It's kind of crazy because, you know, everybody always tells you don't eat so much. And then you kind of like try to cut calories behind their backs to try to, it's like, if I don't eat, then I'm going to lose the weight. You know, try to catch up with these guys. So you cut your calories to 400, 500, 600 calories because you want to beat them. And then you get the opposite result.
I think that, you know, what we need to focus on this week as a team is getting our food on track. I think that is what has been off kilter because it's not the gym. They've been working extremely, extremely hard. We're having some food issues.
Paul just crushed. I just felt, you know, you just wanted to make him all better. I mean, that was, I knew how he felt because I was just there.
Black team, with Paul's 3-pound weight gain, that brings your team's total weight loss to 17 pounds and brings your total percentage of weight loss down to 1.22%. I'm sorry to tell you, black team, that is not enough to win the weigh-in tonight, and you will be up for elimination. Blue team, congratulations on winning the weigh-in. Dan, since you lost the most weight on the blue team, you are the biggest loser player of the week.
It feels good to be biggest loser of the week. for a third time.
Black team, unfortunately, you are going to elimination tonight. And you will have to send someone home.
It's kind of a bittersweet feeling, though, because we were happy that we won, but yet, you know, we know they're going to have to send somebody home. So you can't really just jump up and celebrate.
Maggie, since you had the highest percentage of weight loss on your team, you are safe from elimination tonight.
It definitely feels good to be the biggest loser on my team, knowing that I'm not going to go home. But there's 5 other people who could possibly go home tonight, and that doesn't make me feel good at all.
Okay, everyone else is fair game. Blue team, time for you to go back to the dorms, get some rest. I'll see you soon. Black team, I will see you in the elimination room. You have 1 hour to make your decision. Good night.
When we all went back to the house, we all kind of just sat there speechless. I just feel like there's nothing really that you can say in a situation like this just because nobody wants to go home. You don't want to send anybody home.
I don't know if I'm scared of being voted out, but it's always a possibility. You never know what could happen.
I just wanted to hang my head. I felt all alone, and then a big 0, you know?
Don't anybody in this room think for 1 second that you didn't do everything in your power to make a number appear on that scale. You two, especially, cannot blame yourselves for us not winning this way in tonight. I can't believe we lost. I really thought we were gonna win. I really thought we were gonna win. There's Jen, who's had 2 really good weeks. Will she have a good week next week? I don't know how people are gonna look at it. And, you know, obviously I'm not gonna vote for Jen.
It's like we're equally close to everybody who's up for elimination, and it could easily be one of us.
Elimination sucks. You know, losing sucks. It's very hard each week to send someone home.
We have to look at it like as far as like what's going to be beneficial for the team in general. I just kept thinking about what was going to happen the following week. And the truth is, we're up against the blue team who has huge guys that can pull big numbers. And I feel as though Jen has had 2 wonderful weeks. And I'm really worried about her being able to do it again. Our only chance to actually stay the hell out of the elimination room is to keep the heavier people. It would be like Kelly and Paul.
Am I going home? No, but I mean, I don't know, Jen. I don't know.
This sucks.
We always have to pack all of our
No,
stuff.
I know. I'm
you know?
speaking out loud.
Okay.
Because if you know something I don't, then just tell me so I can prepare myself
Why
before we
would
go into
I
that
know
room.
anything? Why would we, like, I don't understand. What
I
would
don't know.
know.
Maybe I'm just really insecure tonight, but
I think you're insecure.
okay.
Just pack like we always do and do what we always do. All right? That's the way we have to go about this.
I hate the feeling of thinking that I could possibly leave tonight because I'm not ready to go.
You know, I don't know who you guys are going to vote for. So, I like to think that, you know, Paul and you guys should keep us for our numbers. Because we can put up good numbers. But if it's going to be one of us, I think Paul needs this more. Paul needs to be here more than I do. He really needs it.
We have to think in the best interest of the team. Truth is, I'm just really dreading this elimination.
Knowing that maybe my partner's gonna go home, that's the worst. You know, we rely on each other for a lot of things, and I can't help feeling that if Jen goes, I'm gonna be lost.
Well, you guys came here with the person that you love, and you lost weight with that person here on campus. But now it is time to find out who's going to be going home and who will be left here without their closest companion. As we go around the table, each of you will cast a vote for the person that you want to send home. The person that receives the most votes will be asked to leave the Biggest Loser campus immediately. Maggie, since you have the highest percentage of weight loss on the black team, you have immunity and you cannot be sent home. Kelly, you're up first.
This was the first time voting as a group, and I found it very difficult because there's not one person that didn't put the time and the effort and do everything right. With that being said, I vote for Jen.
Jen, that is one vote for you. Paul.
First off, it gives me great displeasure to be doing this to my own team. I just want the black team to beat the blue team. And at one time or another, going to have to be a sacrifice for our team. With that said, my vote would be for Jen.
Okay, that's 2 votes for you, Jen. Maggie, it's your turn.
You know, I'm obviously not going to vote for Jen, so I voted for Kelly.
Kelly, you have 1 vote. Jen, you have 2 votes. Jen?
This sucks. This really sucks because I look down this table and I don't see anybody that should be going home tonight. But I vote for Kelly.
All right. Jen, you have 2 votes. Kelly, you have 2 votes. If either of you receives the next 2 votes, you'll be eliminated. All right. Jen, you have 2 votes. Kelly, you have 2 votes. If either of you receives the next 2 votes, you'll be eliminated. Brittany?
You know how you were saying earlier about how we came here with someone, and this is our closest companion? Bernie and I have come into this situation like completely different, but you know, there's people here that I may have made stronger relationships with than others, but at the end of every day, like, we're no longer doing it with blue and with purple. We're doing it for the black team. And I really hope this person forgives me for making this decision. I voted for Jen.
Okay, Jen, that's 3 votes for you. Kelly, you have 2 votes. Jen, if you receive the next vote, you will be eliminated. Kelly, if the next vote is for you, there will be a tie, and the blue team will come in and decide for you. Bernie, comes down to you.
I hate being placed in this situation. I absolutely hate being here, and this is the last time I want to take this walk. I'd really like to see the blue team take this walk again and again. But the truth is we're here right now. And I vote for Jen.
Jen, that is 4 votes. I'm sorry to say that you have been eliminated. Maggie, you have to say goodbye to your friend. Is there something you want to say to her before she goes?
I've never seen you work so hard. And I'm amazed at what you've been able to do. I just hope you know how proud I am of you. And I love you.
I know, I love you too.
I hope you know we all love you.
I love you guys too. Just make sure that you just keep fighting every day.
I'm gonna give them hell next week.
Jen, I'm sorry to tell you that you are not the biggest loser.
You better win. Bye, guys.
so proud to have lost 31 pounds in 5 weeks. If there's one thing that Jillian has taught me, it's that I am so strong. And I just need to believe that I can do it. You know, like before, I came up with every excuse as to why I'm gonna start that diet on Monday. And Monday never came, and that's what's different. I can do this, and I'm gonna.
When I started on the Biggest Loser campus, I weighed 254 pounds. Today, I weigh 201 pounds, and I've lost 53 pounds. Before going on to the Biggest Loser campus, I was just really unhappy with myself. I really looked in the mirror and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And now I feel like me again. I feel like the old Jen. My life now revolves around exercise, food, and sleep. Physically, I feel awesome. Never in a million years did I think I can do half the stuff that I've done. I eat so differently since coming home. Everything is vegetables and fruit and chicken and turkey. So different from what my lifestyle used to be of going out to dinner 5 nights a week. I don't do that anymore. That's not a part of my lifestyle.
I'm so proud of Jen. She's come so far, and I've always told her that no one deserves this opportunity more than she did.
To stay healthy, I'm working out like it's my full-time job, and I'm eating right, and I'm getting lots of rest, drinking lots of water, and I'm just kicking butt, getting to that finale.
Next Tuesday, on an all-new Biggest Loser Couples, what happens at the weigh-in leads to the most shocking elimination yet.
You are not the biggest loser.
And for an ex-husband and wife, videos from home.
Hi, Kelly. I miss your smile. I miss your kisses.
Reveal true hidden feelings.
I'll always love you.
All new Biggest Loser Couples, next Tuesday, 8/7 Central on NBC.